Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome to my channel. Great to be back guys with another map making video. In this case, not so much map making, but more of adding a modification to our map. How to add a sleep trigger into your map permanently. So that's what this video is about. There's two ways. One is adding a mod and the other one is obviously adding it into your map. So since we are in the map making business on this channel, I'll show you how to do it as a mod. As a mod, obviously, you just start your game, add the mod to the mods folder, and put it where you want it, and do a save game, and that's it. There is it. You've got the mod as a sleep trigger. But what now if you want to add this to your map permanently as a place to sleep? So I'm going to show you how to do that today. But before we do that, if this is your first time, a warm welcome to you, and remember to like and subscribe. It does really help my channel out. I really appreciate that, guys. Great, man. So without further ado, let us quickly have a look at the whole process. So what I've done, guys, is I've grabbed a normal sleep trigger from a house, or just a normal sleep trigger, and I've just modified it a bit to make us just a sleep trigger, an empty one. So what's going to happen on the map, you're going to just find an icon, and when you run to the icon, you can actually visit it via the PDA, or you can run to it, and then once you're there, you press R like normal, and it will give you the option to sleep. So that's basically, you can place it anywhere on your map and basically have it loaded via XML. Alright, like I always say to the guys, when you put something in the i3D of the map, in other words in the editor, it's not necessarily going to work. You need the function of it to be pulled in via the XML files. Alright, so that is how we're going to get it into the game. So here you can see I've clearly just grabbed it and chucked it in here. Basically what it is, let me quickly show you what it is. It's just a small little file. It's an i3D with an XML as well as a mod disk. So if you want to use this as a mod, guys, you can use the sleep trigger as a mod as well. Then all you do is use the normal zip file that you download, just put it in your mods folder and place it in the game. That's how you will use it as a mod. But if you want to now build it into the map, what you're going to do first, obviously, is extract it into your map folder like I did here. I'm using my normal start map, the 4x start map. I've basically added it now to the start map as well as an option for you guys to use. As well as the multi-fruit that's been added. So I'm almost finished with the start map update, the 4x start map update, and then once I'm done with that, I'll upload it and I'll make a video on that. You'll know about it because there will be a video about it, as well as a download link for it, you know. So that's my new start map with multi-fruit and you know. Anyway, so you extract the file into a folder in your map, and then you can delete the download, or you can store it for other use, but don't put it in your mods folder then, because then you're going to have two of them and it's going to cause problems. So just if you want to build it into your map full time, extract it into your map folder from the zip file. So download all this or extract everything from the zip file into your map folder, and then put the download or the zip mod somewhere else, just not in your mods folder. Alright, so that's where we are now. We've got it here in our map. In that case, if you are not going to use it as a mod, then you delete the mod disk. First of all, you cannot have more than one mod disk in your whole map, because the map is a mod. The game sees your map as a mod. So that's why at the very first directory of your map, you find your own mod disk for the map. So there cannot be any other mod disks in the whole of your folder. So whatever other things you have in there, there mustn't be more than one mod disk. Otherwise you'll have errors when you run the Giants map testing program, you know. So you'll have to get rid of those mod disk files anyways. Alright, so there I have it, placeables, and then sleep trigger, it's in there. And here is all the folders for it. There's a little nifty little icon that I've downloaded and added. And the preview is the same thing, just there. And then the i3D and the shape file and the trigger XML. Now in the sleep trigger XML, few things that you need to fix there. Very first thing is under the image directory, this one here. you'll see that you need to put the directory where the preview.dds file is. So mine is under placeables, sleep trigger, and preview.dds. So you need to put it the same thing wherever, if you want to use it in your map, wherever you've put that, unzip that folder, then the preview.dds is in there, in the sleep trigger. There it is, preview.dds. So you need to check your directories for where you've put it, and then just put the directory in there. And then the same directory, you can just copy that, Control C, and put it here by the i3D, because the i3D also needs to be pointed. Alright, so there it is, placeable, sleep trigger i3D. Same thing, because the i3D is also here in the same little sleep trigger folder. Alright, so now the XML knows where the preview is, and it knows where the i3D is, so you won't have an error when the sleep trigger is loaded in the game. Alright, because this XML is called through your placeables and store items. Remember, your store data is here, so the store items will look for this store data, and the placeables will look for the XML, this one here. It's alright, so the placeables is the one that loads your mods and all your placeables and everything. It loads that into the game, or into the map when you start the map in the game. Alright, so that doesn't get loaded anywhere in your editor. Alright, so in order to put the placeable or the sleep trigger into your map, you take any line. I've just used say for instance this one here from the BGA. You just copy that line, put it down there, and then I've just called the map bound ID, I've called farm doormat, just for fun. There is actually another a mod that is a farm doormat, you know, that you can put down as a sleep place. So I've just called it farm doormat just for fun, and then you grab the directory. The file name is once again pointing to the sleeptrigger.xml. So the same thing there. You say dollar, map to dollar, and then placeables, sleep trigger, and then the XML. All right, and then the positioning is important in the i3D of your map. So you open your map in the editor, and then what you do is you're going to go File, Import, import like that, and then go to your sleep trigger and import the i3D. And once it's imported, you will get this directory, Farmhouse Features. So what you do is take this directory, go Control X, and this actually needs to go into your it needs to go into the, what do you call it now, the placeholders folder. Now I don't have a placeholders folder in this map, so let me make one. Do I have? Let me just have a quick look, because I'll quickly show you how to make a placeholders folder as well. I think we're going to have to do that. Collectors map and splines boards. No, there isn't one here. So we're going to definitely have to create one. So create a folder. All right, and then call that folder placeholders. Make it small letters. Placeholders, like so. The name of the file is absolutely not important, so I'm going to cut that and place it here in my gameplay folder, like so. And once it's in there, I'm going to drop the Farmhouse Features in there. So I'm going to Control X that, and then just drop it into the placeholders folder. Now, at the moment, the folder or the placeholders transform group, I call it folders, but they actually transform groups. But this is only a standard transform. There's nothing specific about it. So we need to convert this into an actual placeholders folder or transform group. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we want to get to our window and then user attributes. There it is. Now the user attributes, I can close the material window, just drop my user attributes here, and then we're going to go here. We're going to create a script callback called on small letters, create, like so, and we need to make it a script callback. Go add, right, and then on create, we will put the following. It's placeholders dot on create, like so. So it's placeholders dot on create. All right, and then once you've done that, now you have a script running, placeholders.onCreate, onto that folder. So whatever you put in here will be ignored by the game. So it won't be seen in the game because it is being loaded via this XML here. Alright, so we call that sleep trigger XML, and the XML calls the i3D. You see here it calls the i3D. Alright, as well as the preview, as well as the store items then will call the placeable sleep trigger. You see, there it is. So it calls this XML and this records the store data into your thing so that you can see it in the store. Alright, so I hope it all makes sense, guys. So now that we've got that, we can save and see if it works. Once it's exported here at the bottom, we can get going into the game. Just going to preload so long. That's saved, so let's go into the game and check it out. So hopefully we will now have a little game icon there that says home, a little home icon on the PDA. Right, so let us go in there. I'm just going to grab an empty slot, go to my map, there it is, start, and then just quickly have a console up. If there's anything red going by, we'll have a problem. There might be some yellow ones because I haven't taken out the stuff from the XML for the placing of the there we go, the placing and positioning. So that's just a warning, it's not an error, so don't worry about that. Let me just get in here, and there it is. Now I can already see the little icon where I've placed it. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you, when you go onto that transform here, farmhouse features, where the trigger is, there's your camera, the sleep trigger, the marker is that if you go into the XML, you'll see the marker is that little home icon, and then the spawn point. So that's all in this whole transform. So you take that, place it somewhere on your map, Control and B, put it somewhere. I've just put it here, and then you grab this translate X, Y, and Z. You click on the first one, hold Control, Shift, and press C for copy, and then go into your placeables XML and select that line there and press Control and V to paste over that, and it will put that coordinates in there. Same with the rotation should be 0, 0, 0, and farm ID should be 1. If this sleep trigger was for farm 2, you'll make it farm 2 or 3 or whatever farm it's being used for. Alright, so there you go, guys. So now we are in the game. I can actually go here. There's the little exclamation mark, so hopefully it will work. Let's press R. Yes, it's there. Let's sleep till 9 o'clock the next day. Oh, it wasn't actually the next day because we were at 8 o'clock, so I only slept for 1 hour. Now it's going to tell me that I can't sleep, so I must quickly get just to 10 o'clock so I can actually just test that it actually sleeps. But we already saw that it slept for an hour, so it should be alright. There you go, now we can sleep. Sleeping is currently not possible. My word. Just give it some more time. Sleep. There you go, that's better. And the little Z's are going, that means time is going by. Oh, and it's raining. Wonderful. And almost there, and we should also now have that icon on the PDA. We'll have a look at that now. There you go. Alright, so that's one there, and our PDA is, where's the icon for it? It should be where I am. There it is, man. Sorry, I didn't see that. There's a little house. Alright, sleep trigger, and that's what that little icon is there, the preview.dds file. There it is. Alright, great, guys. So now I just want to go out of the game. Just quickly see if I've covered everything. I hope so. If you want to get rid of that, there's 3 errors that will pop up under the sleep trigger. You'll see that there is I can actually add those into the XML. I just want to quickly have a look. Sorry, I'll just hide that thing that comes up like that. Where is that? Let's go to the desktop, open that up, and then Farming Simulator 22. Grab the log. Just want to quickly look at that 3 not errors, but they are warnings. Warnings. There you go. I'll show that's the normal in-game one. Here we go. It says here, missing clear areas, missing indoor areas, missing AI update areas, and missing leveling areas. So the clear indoor AI and leveling areas, we need to just grab that from a normal XML. Right, guys, so if you want to get rid of that little errors or what do you call it? Let's just go into the workshop. I think I'll just copy it from a normal XML. We should have it here. So it was clear indoor AI and leveling. All right, so it is clear leveling indoor and AI. So what I'm going to do is just grab these, Control C, go into my mod disk, not the mod disk, my sleep trigger XML, and just drop them in here. Just make a few spaces, Control V, because otherwise you're going to get bothered with this all the time. It will be a thing there in the background. So all you do, guys, clear level indoor and AI. So the tip occlusion we can delete. We don't need that. So all you do now is delete the inner workings of it, like that. The indoor, like that. And the leveling, because otherwise if you leave those, you will get more errors, believe me. All right, there you go. Because that's just a format of a placeable XML. If that stuff is not in there, you're going to get that warnings, you know, because it's not there. So if we run the game now, we should have no more yellow errors. So let's have a quick browse. Just make sure it's all gone. Right, let's have a look. If all is well, we should have no more errors there. Unless I missed one. I don't think I did, but it's my hope for the best. You know how it goes. You think you've done it and then you didn't. Nope, we are fine. No problems, guys. And there it is. Alright, no need to test it again because we know it's there and it's working. So we can just quit, go out. Good. Alright, so guys, that is how you put a empty sleep trigger on your map and have sleep facility anywhere on your map. You just place it where you want it, load it into your placeables, your store items, fix the sleep trigger XML directory structure for the i3D as well as the preview, and all is well. Great, man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this this sleep trigger XML into the mod as well. So these little things that we've added now. Oh, which one is this though? Placeable sleep trigger. Where did I do it? But anyways, I'll place it. Or did I? I'm sure I did it. Oh, there it is. Clear leveling and indoor. I'll put the sleep trigger into the mod as well, so that you don't have to worry with that warnings. Good. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Always a pleasure, and have an awesome day. Big thank you to my supporters on Patreon and PayPal. Bless you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.